What's going on? Move the mouse back in Cities Skylines, town of Greenwood, and trying something a little different today. I don't know. I got the game radio playing. We'll see if that provides our soundtrack, but that also means no edits. So we're just gonna let it roll. We're gonna see what happens. And honestly, this is an alternate save of Greenwood. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. You may notice the highway interchange is a little bit different there. It's a little bit less finished than when we last left it. Because I basically gutted that highway and deleted all the buildings and kind of started zoning all over again. Yeah. So let's take a look from overhead. I wanted to get away from, not from the grids, but from how relentless they were. And now we've got this little 45-degree angle, and I've also set it up where a bunch of the areas are kind of their own autonomous units. So let's take a look at things. Let's zoom way out. Ignore these problems. Ignore the fact that we've got no fire coverage and part of our structure burned down from last time. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. So that's the wrong button, and that paused the music. We want to go to... Wow, okay. I'll get back into the swing of it. So, district-wise, actually haven't set too much up here, right? And what do we need to do with those districts? So, if we go into, what are our specializations? What have we set up here? So, here we have one of the... Is that commercial? Or office specialization? It's the commercial specialization, right? They're really tough to tell. They're almost the same color. But that one's the bluer one. It's the commercial specialization. That is the wall-to-wall. So that little district is defined there. And I think we had... I don't know why I did some of these in districts and some of these in pedestrian areas. Does this... This is just districts? Okay. And then we have another one over here, which is what? Defining the same thing for commercial. Got a little stadium district that isn't finished yet from the metro perspective. In fact, I think I blew the metro away. Started redoing this too. If you'll remember, this was a gigantic mound last episode, so I basically blew this all away, flattened it, working on... I guess we could finish working on bringing the key wall. If you've been here a while, you know I have ADHD, and this is why nothing gets done. Because I can't even give you a tour of what happened without getting sidetracked. Landscaping tool. And starting, or at least wanting to start working on stuff. So can we bring this straight down now? Where is this going to let us connect? So where does it start to break away? If we do that, I think that's okay. And then we can maybe curve away from here. So what if we came all the way out there? Yeah. And did something like that. It's actually pretty bad. We do have to work on like just sculpting the land over here. Now, you can use the smoothing tool to some extent, but it'll only smooth it out so much. So we might actually have to... Was the strength all the way up? Doesn't matter, right? It's just actually making more of a beach. Which is not necessarily a bad thing in spots, but it's not really the look we were going for here. We were going for kind of this isolated island, and that doesn't work if we do this. So we'll bring this all the way up. And the way that the road and the key wall are now, it should prevent any kind of distortion. And now we'll start to see, I think, where we can modify the terrain on both sides. So that did flatten a lot. 3 times speed, we'll let the water kind of move in and settle in and see where it goes. And we could, if we wanted, smooth the floor here. The seabed, riverbed, whatever it might be. If we want to look for spots that are a little crazy because of what I've done here. You know, we can flatten that a little bit. I love that they've added the ability, and it might have been during the airport's DLC, but love that they've added the ability to kind of sell off your extra soil and kind of turn that sheet on, the landscaping sheet, without actually having to disable your achievements or technically cheat using that little. Technically, it's a mod on the PC, built in, right? But you know, now we can get rid of massive amounts of soil. Now, does smoothing here actually? No, it was gonna get rid of some of it. So, I guess here, right? Do we have a little bit of terrain that's just clinging for dear life there? What's up with that? Is it because it's connected over there somehow? Is it these buildings? It's this building right here, isn't it? Okay, so nobody lives on that side anymore. Let's be sure to dezone that. Or nobody works over here anymore, I guess. Okay. I was going to smooth, but no, we want to level, and we want to do it smaller here. Yeah, there we go. That was just holding on for those buildings were just clinging. The water's a little rushy here, but I guess that's good, right? We want it to flow out that way. Interesting, though. We could even, like, move our water intake over here and put our sewage over this way. Just let it wash out. We've got some smoothing out to do over here, and this intersection is still the original OG. Nothing done here. So this is going to change. But yeah, the whole idea is to kind of have this floating island. Garbage service. Do we want to stop ignoring those pop-ups? Anybody wondering why I'm not looking at that? So So we do have garbage capacity here in the center. It's not a finished layout entirely. But again, I think I started explaining. I kind of tried to isolate the different sections, and because of that, we might have some garbage issues to look at that I may not have totally solved. So over on this, our processing is okay. So where are we? Like, we're in the green everywhere. Not over here, obviously, right? Do we just put a recycling plant over here? I mean, it fits, or is that what this is? That's what that is. Okay, this island is not in operation right now. It's not connected to anything because of detonating everything after the last stream. So in case you missed it, I did a live stream where we did a bunch of modifications to this. Crack open an energy drink here. Okay. It's early on a Sunday morning when I'm recording this. So let's look at the garbage issues. Again, we've got the processing, but they're just not getting there. So it could be, is it a service issue? If we go look at our pedestrian areas. Right, so where's the service point for this area? It's right here. Do I just have the one service point for this area? We gotta look at that. Hold on a minute. And I haven't unlocked the other service points in this. 15 cargo trucks in a pedestrian area. Do I have I only have cargo or mixed in this, so that's something that we definitely have to work on. So does having a second service point... Alright, this is all pedestrian area? Oh no, this is, yeah. No, this is all pedestrian area, right? So does having a second service point help us at all? And do we even add one over here? Like, technically, wouldn't that be the better spot for the garbage trucks to come in and out of this zone? It probably would be. So let's look at this. Is probably a better way to do this rather than rely on. I had everything on that central roundabout, and I'll show you that fiasco in a moment. Can we get another one in there? Should I put the other one down first? Pause. So, oh, that was convenient. So there's probably a bit of zoning right here, right? Yeah, there sure is. So select. Just because we're here. We'll put that. How big do these get? And it's ridiculous that we have to do this. Okay. I don't know. We're gonna just mix a couple in here. We need another big one on this side, but not too big. That's too big. That's too small. That could be. Maybe we get rid of that this one. Just for a little something. Now, does it actually help with our garbage problem? Let's get rid of these service points to alleviate some of the traffic flow on this central roundabout, which is pretty heavy. It's not a highway, it's just a regular street with wide sidewalks. So it's not necessarily ideal, but it also slows the flow of the actual cars, which for some reason they don't seem to stack up as bad as long as we don't absolutely overload the need, which it looks like we're needing. But look what happened there, right? We put the service points over here. Is that alleviating our problems in this part of town? And then do we want to have... We have this outer beltway that we haven't really finished yet, but that... I mean, I think we do the same thing over here. So rather than... Sorry for whipping the camera around so much. Back to service, back to pedestrian areas, right? So... Does it highlight the service areas? Oh, that garbage problem. People are getting sick from so much garbage. So, pause. Let's just delete this. Again, we're offloading traffic off this intersection, which is not necessarily a bad thing at all. And this goes all the way up to there, so can we can get two in that existing structure. That's not bad. If we want to make this a little bit more reasonable, we probably wouldn't have parking right in front of this building because of all the trucks coming in and out, so... Why don't we do that for a block on either side, even? Because that kind of makes sense, right? You know, you got the limited traffic coming in and out of here. This is a pedestrian area anyways, so... You know, it wouldn't be parking right on top of it. I mean, I guess at some point, you know, somebody got that prime spot, but it's not here. Okay, so we've got two. Now, those garbage trucks still kind of have to come all the way around, but they're not trying to get to the buildings, right? Or do the actual garbage trucks go through, like the other service buildings? I don't know how that works. I don't believe so. I think they have to use that area, right? They just don't ship the bodies over there. That would be too convenient. So we're on 3 times speed. Do we look at more capacity? Do we give them better routes? Like we're well in the green. Is traffic an issue? How are we doing in this mess? 92%, not too bad. I've got to look at these. We'll probably eat into some more of the neighborhoods to do a bit better highway exit, and maybe we even do. Hopefully, in the background, that garbage problem is getting better. A lot of abandonment happening. Don't worry, we're fine here. We need more office space. We need to work on this area over here, most likely. And did I mean to curve this off, or did I mean to go all the way up here and just kind of square it off? I think that's what we do. Wow, this is a super distracted episode, but maybe we'll get back to that highway in a second. Hold on, let me frame this out. There's no way it's going to let me draw a road through there, right? Yeah, okay. So maybe it's even time to work on this highway piece. Okay, we're just going to draw this out further than we need, because we're just going to use it to connect and then delete the excess. Mazel tov. Okay. So, how did we do this? I guess if we give this traffic the right of way, it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna connect there. right? And like that. And then somewhere in the middle. Okay, that lines up with just an excess square on one side. That's fine. Is that relatively flat? I think it's flat enough for our purpose. It doesn't have to be a completely flat all the way around. A little bit of height, right? Or do we go... We went pretty flat all the way around. Or I did. When I redid it off stream, I'm so sorry. Some stuff I just don't record and don't get around to... I think like, oh, I'm just going to do a little thing, and then I do way too much, and... it's too late to go back. Sometimes I also just... I don't know, I feel weird. I record real time. I talk over it real time. I know some people kind of do time-lapse builds and talk about it after the fact. I don't know why. My brain doesn't work like that. I have to talk about it as I go. So I just kind of don't create content that way. And sometimes I just feel like playing the game. Can we delete? We can't delete trees. We have to go to the... We have to go to this tool, right? And then, there we go. Should not be a forest here in the bottom of the river. We could keep some of those trees and do kind of a park over here. Maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea. Like, where's our park? We don't really have a park. I know we have a lot of pop-ups, I'm sorry. I mean, we could kind of turn this center mass here that isn't zoned into park. Maybe we buy a little bit more real estate back and move more commercial in up over there. But we have a huge office demand, like, and we're only at 21,000 population. So I mean, this is going to be a little off kilter, but we definitely want to try and keep the balance a little bit better. Yes. You know what? Okay, garbage problems. Let's expand our service because it's not, at least not right now, it's not a traffic issue. So these trucks should be able to just turn right out of there as well. I wish they were a little smarter about knowing where they're trying to get to. Okay, they're just doing straight up service over there as far as I know. There's a lot of trucks heading that way. Wow. Anybody gonna come get the people that are complaining over here in the red? People are dying, moving out, getting sick. Maybe we could have some intelligence about that, about where the real demand is. Okay, so all those trucks coming in and out of there, do they instantly alleviate the garbage problem? Like, is the garbage delivered there already? It kind of looks like it is, right? Because even though those buildings have massive problems, as soon as a garbage truck pulls out of here, hold on, is it pulling in? All these, what are they all? They all went to turn around. Okay, here we go. It's gonna fix those problems as soon as it pulls out, right? Where's one? Okay, well, we're getting there. Are we getting there over here? I think, right? We're fixing some of these problems. These people are sick from the pollution, right? Which we are... Right, from having too much garbage around. So that should get better. How's our healthcare coverage? Did we put a big hospital in? We did. Is that the only thing that we have? 137 sick, plenty of availability, and mostly in the green. Which is basically kind of a happiness effect, but they're also, like, it will also highlight where it just cannot get to. Like, there's one-way routes and stuff that, you know, your service building can't get to. It'll show up in gray as well. So I know a lot of people only look at it for the happiness, basically, but it really does affect, the more gray it is, the less likely, especially a fire truck's able to get there in time. That's one of the most concerning ones. Especially wherever your power plant is. Which, by the way, where's my power plant? Did I move it over? I moved it over to Casino Island. We're going through some changes here. probably started to explain. Yeah, did a bunch in a stream and then honestly kind of reset it. So if you missed a stream, you didn't miss anything because either way, there was a lot of building that you didn't see. Okay, so let's be really careful with this next step because I have messed this up on live stream. Bulldozer tool. Abandoned buildings. We're going to double check that it's set to abandoned, and we're noticing that it's only highlighting in red those abandoned buildings. So we can very quickly come in here and some new stuff will move in. That's fine. I don't have to do that, but I think it does help with land value. And okay, what are the complaints here? Not enough goods to sell. So we're not... Oh. Back to the default bulldozer. Okay, highway. Let's get this reconnected. We could look at other ways of getting goods into our city, but I think it'd be weird to have a shipping port in a town of 21,000 people. I don't know why it does that, but we're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna gut this and redo it. Yikes. This is not what we're here for right now. Okay, so at least we can get cars on and off the highway now. But they're complaining about not enough goods to sell, which generally is that we don't have enough industry. But I don't really want polluting industry. You know, and it's a shame. I moved a bunch of people out, right? Where are we at? I have to get to 60,000 for monuments. So this is really going to be the focus of this build, but we do need to think about moving in at least a temporary pod of just crammed in high density over here. I think that's what I was going to use that space for. Alternatively, we've got a decent amount of room to work with over here, but I want to work with that train network and maybe do a forestry industry, something a little unique over here. Okay, so this part is in need of fixing. So we're gonna make this kind of a rectangular island. Or I guess not kind of. We're gonna make this a rectangular island. So we're gonna bring it down to this same level. And we'll just... What can we do here? So we're probably gonna have to sell off some soil at the end of this. We could even come back in there with the smoother if we want, especially on the other side. We'll see how the water settles in here. I think I have that turnaround there on purpose, but we'll look at maybe building a little U-turnaround underneath the highway there. Yeah, this whole highway could use an overhaul, because like here, this doesn't need to dip down. This could stay up and then come back down over here. Like, and then I've got that mess. What do we do today? Just a little bit of everything. If you're expecting to see even a single project finished today, I hate to disappoint you. But maybe I'll surprise you. I don't know. Stay tuned. So all the way down here, that's... Wow, that height difference. I really did modify it on the other side, didn't I? Dang. And then why does this kind of dip down? I gotta figure out what I did with the terrain or how I placed it. Can you raise it? Like you can roads? Why will it not let me bulldoze that? Thank you. So, yeah, no, it doesn't let me... So, do we kind of make it that height on this side and then smooth in between? Because I don't mind the high key wall. I should really Can we get a... Talk about distractions. Hold on a second. We're piecing together ideas today, and you were here for the ride. Can we get it? We know we can't, can we? Wait. What if we turn off snapping? Right? So can we come... Okay, yeah. Okay, so we'll kind of line up with the middle of this for now. Or I guess the middle of this line. So can we get right... Oh, man. I'm going to turn my sensitivity down for this. So if we just kind of stick to the middle here, right? Just to see what this looks like. And then when it breaks, that's when we can start to look at curving it more naturally. You know, so now, I mean, we could even try and get it closer to the sidewalk. But aren't there also... Are these key walls that have sidewalks on them? With fences, right? Those are pedestrian paths, right? Pedestrian path. So, you know, I mean, dang, I should be looking at that too, right? But we'll do something like that. If you were calling it quits here, right? Like, that's a nice little touch. Turn off your snapping. Leave one square of space. You might even be able to... Can we get trees in there? Yeah, so you could even get, you know, get some trees in there every once in a while. Mix and match them. Don't forget the colored trees. They are so beautiful, right? Little color pop there, especially across from that building. And, you know, maybe you put the fence closer to the key wall and put the trees on the inside. Probably makes more sense, but just an idea. Okay, we've got the land shaped over here, but let's so we'll redraw this. We've got money in the bank, it's fine. We know what we want to do. We have an idea. We'll probably remember it. So let's actually reconnect that road so that we don't mess up our seawall. Come on. Hey, that way. Yep, thank you. Okay, now let's flatten. Should have done this in the first place. Oh yeah, don't forget to throw some of these in once in a while too. The Mr. Mason trees, for sure. Let's do... Ready? Level? To this? Let's see how off some of this is. Oh yeah, there's a good amount of terrain shift there. Oh wait, so no, there. Okay. So everything this side of the highway, right? We can use that highway as kind of a break point, and we can again remodel the highway afterwards. I got some ideas for how to improve the on and off ramps. We'll mess up our coast a little bit here because we're gonna have to flatten for the purposes of our road. Okay. So now when we redraw that, that should be close enough to... I want snapping back on for this one though. For defining that crisp outer edge of our box. And we'll just go too far again. If we need to smooth it out, where did this connect under? No, I don't want that. Yeah, that one. Really? Oh, did we do this before? We didn't have the highway here when we did this, did we? That's not straight, is it? I'm snapping to a node instead of on the angle because of this. So let's bring this out too far and then we'll fix it afterwards. That's what I should have done in the first place. So to that height, bring it out, build the road, and then cut it back. And then we don't have to worry about those funny snap points. And we can even come further out here So back to roads. Bring this one out. There we go. I think we got it now. So now we can stick to this sharp alignment, and you can see your grid should be pretty tight, if not perfect. That's fine. We're not zoning on this. Actually, we are, but I mean that little building here or here on the corner could always be swapped out for a metro, because that'll probably only zone 2 deep. It was actually perfect for the default metro station. Okay, now we can connect the dots. So that will be, and then we came in, what, 1? And then right up on that. And then somewhere here in the middle, right, where the circle's just kind of one notch on either side. We'll connect that through. And I guess we will stay on that line. So there we go. So now that we've got that, now let's do our flattening again. So level. We're murdering our interior, but we'll come back and fix that. Okay. So that's a weird... I should probably do the key wall before I worry about fixing this, because then that will kind of lock that terrain in better. We'll get something done today. So probably tear all this out to do the key walls with... Is that a little bit better? Where is it? Because the floor is dropped out there. So I should smooth this out a little bit. It's a learning experience. Getting into detailing territory that I don't normally do. So, do we bring it up a little bit? Is that... No, that was making it worse. Is that like halfway up? So is that too much? Probably. Does the water get up there? Okay, while the water's up there, we're gonna build this key wall. Because it may not recognize it as a shore in 10 seconds. Why? Why does it drop like that? What am I doing? Like, it's coming back up there, and then it drops to nowhere. Look, it works up here. I mean, not this specific piece that we have to fix, but like it works up here. You know, what am I doing wrong over here? The ground I'm putting it on is too low. So like we need an actual shore, a smoothed out shore here. That's what you have to do when you don't have anarchy. It's a lot of messing around. You need some money in the bank. So are we any better there? We're having the exact same problem. Huh. Okay. Can that connect? Yeesh. Yee. Okay. Now we fix. Now I got an idea. Third time's a charm. Is it the third time? Okay, so actually, right? We're gonna get rid of this again. I got an idea. Okay. So let's slope it. So from here, right? Okay. Okay, we got this. We got this. Remember to hydrate. So, we're going to make this work a little bit better with the key wall that it is not letting us fix. Can we hook this? That would be awesome, but it's too short. Okay, that works. We can landscape afterwards. And now let's slope this down and just give it a little bit of a slant. It doesn't have to be perfect. Trying to get it perfect is why I don't finish anything. So, sloping tool. Yes, yes, yes. So what, we want to come down to this point. And then maybe about there. And then we can smooth and then work on the shoreline one more time. Okay, in fact, if we smooth based on that, we should be pretty good. I don't want to make that effect too dramatic on that shore. But if we do that, okay, hold on. This is the time. This is the time that the layout's finished, and then we can forget to reconnect the highway. So let's bring it to there. We'll bring this one out as far as we can. I want to make sure it's staying. It's kind of. Do I not have all my snapping options on? I do, right? Yeah, it's snapping a little funny there. I'm okay with that. And then can we make this work? Does this? Yeah, that works. I don't think we'll ever get a fence in there, but maybe we do something like a pier or. Okay. Now if we connect the dots, for real this time, this is gonna work, and it won't look so wonky. In a node, out 10, pretty close enough to the highway. Back down through halfway point. Connect that, and then from here. And then we'll take a look. Is that going to make us... Okay, so do that and then connect it. If you're getting that kind of behavior. I think that works. And if we don't like that, we can always try it the other way. Or we can turn off snapping and try and hook it in. Or move this node out and then, you know, do this. So connect that first. And then do that. Yeah, see that, and that's much better. Landscaping. Flatten here. That's interesting. Why is it doing that? It's holding the terrain on the wrong side. Tree? Do you have to go to the tree tool? That's kind of annoying. I don't remember it being like that. Okay, and then let's bring this down over here too. And then a final smooth. See, the road there, I think it holds it better, right? It actually holds the interior. I mean, as I say that, I mess it up. And I've got it playing with the highway off again. Just messing everything up. Okay. So now that we've messed all that up, now let's level in here a little bit. And smooth. Yeah, so that looks... I think that's going to look much better. Okay, so let's fix the highways, or not fix the highways, but piece them back together poorly. However they snap, which is why they were like that in the first place, because I wasn't finished with this yet. Will this go over? That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I love it. That's not terrible. Okay, hold on. Just like that. That is less horrible. Change direction. Come on into town, please. And we're good there. Okay. Ignore the casino island. We'll be back. Which actually, by the way, if you didn't see this, you missed one of my favorite parts. So this was ferry stop. We'll put that back. So check this out. So you get off. You get off here. You're an ex-con. The first stop you make is the casino. Or maybe you're not ex, you're a current convict, you're just escaped. But we found this little island over here, and it had a little, like, ancient ruins kind of thing. And I was about to delete it, and I was like, oh, hold on a second, can we get a path through here? And sure enough, we can. So you have this kind of, like, Stonehenge thing happening, and it leads right into the casino, so it's perfect. But I thought that was a really great walk up, and it looks really nice at night. And it's just kind of cool to have this off here on its own. But I did do a couple things. We don't have any police coverage. We don't have helicopters yet. We don't have... we just get the power running from over here. Water problems. Do we only have the 2 pumps? That'll do it. Okay, haven't really been checking service coverage, so, like, did we do anything today? I don't know. Do we even finish touring? You know, okay. Okay, why are you all sitting right here? Are you like one... Is this one... Is that one car that can't figure out where it's supposed to go confusing everybody? That's awful. So that one car, technically, right? As soon as that got out of the way, everything else is at least moving. It wasn't this bad before, so we definitely got to look at. I mean, this is a 2-lane wide sidewalk. It's not even a highway. It's got crosswalks, and anybody coming in and out gets slowed down by the what do you call it? The bollards. But technically they shouldn't be coming in the first place. But is this throwing us off? This little nook where cars think they can pull off. And is that slowing things down? So hold on a second here. This is where we need to move it. Like, what is this deleting? This is deleting that piece right there. So that was a street and not the... So what if we do pedestrian? And the wide is here for the positioning and lots of people. It doesn't necessarily need to be here for handling lots of incoming traffic. So pedestrian roads. And then we can just do... God, I hope. Can we get a road segment in here? So technically there's no road to pull off on now. There was before. This is really unfortunate. I've seen people complaining about this. Like, why? Why did it just... Oh, because I have different types? Is that blue and cobble meeting? Well, that could be... That's part of it, but... What if this is cobble all the way around? Does that even make a difference? Because that's cobble. I mean, whatever. It definitely look like here. Does getting rid of that? Or is that just what it does at the intersections? Never mind. Yeah, what? Why? Why? Why is that a thing? Like, why did you like, oh yeah, let's not animate the texture when those connect. Like, there's three cobble connecting here to a bluestone. Do we have a straight up intersection of the same type? Is that what I'm messing up? That I'm mixing and matching types? Do we have a clean four-way? Is that what I'm doing? Where were we? Where was this problem happening? I just got lost. Okay, it's right here. So bluestone. Where's our big bluestone? What do we have? Just straight up? We don't even have any trees or anything on this one? What if we did trees down the middle? Upgrade. So that's cobble meeting bluestone. So we want the cobble, the narrow blue with trees. That's cobble. Trees and grass. Does it happen automatically at a size shift, right? Because that's all bluestone now. Bluestone, 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 and it's the small meeting the large road. Is that what does it? Over here? Where? Over here? Small road. Same type. What? Bluestone trees? Ooh, sad face. How did I not notice that until now? Because it doesn't is it because it doesn't happen on the where small meets small? But half the fun is building a larger area. But only if you stay with that same road size does it know how to animate the textures, and they've got to figure out a way to merge those. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they... honestly, will they going forward? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I certainly... I didn't notice it until now. I saw people complaining, and then I noticed it when we did that road upgrade, which, by the way, I want to reconnect that. Should we do what we were supposed to do here? And worry about the road types later? Okay, what was it? Do we just stick with the big road? Even though, no, it doesn't matter because it's going to create that weird intersection no matter what. Small cobble trees. Sure, fine. We can upgrade it later. Point is, now there's not that little turn off. Does that speed things up? Hopefully. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Any major complaints? Except for this island that we are 100% ignoring. There's no major complaints on the island, which is good. So let's do a quick service check before we get out of here. Electricity, we're awesome. In fact, are we wasting a lot of money on that? What if we go 65%? What if we go 60%? That's probably gonna be too much. It's pretty tight, but it works. We haven't moved in our next office park yet. That'll probably knock it down. Pipes wise, did I start following roads? I did. It's a little easier in this build, but so we'll do that. Connect that through. And then if we do this, right? If we just connect here, is that good? Of course not. Super redundant with the pipes here. But it does kind of look nice when you go into pipe view and it lines up with your roads. It's easier to find problems too sometimes. So, is this a cargo problem? Check that out real quick. High cargo traffic. So that means, that's a good thing, right? Because doesn't that mean we're going to unlock our larger cargo buildings? Did we already? Small garbage service point. That's good, because we don't need the combined, right? In the... What does this do? 5 trucks per week. What does this thing do? Garbage capacity, 3 trucks per week. So we're getting 6 trucks out of 2 buildings instead of 5 trucks out of a building, same footprint. Slightly larger footprint? Same footprint? Is it 2? It's a slightly larger footprint for less efficiency in the garbage trucks. What's the budget-wise? 160 a week? 256. Okay, that's what you're doing. So, I mean, we've got cargo there. I want to see if let's get it down to 1 and see if 1 does the trick. So this is just a garbage service point. And it only does noise pollution. It doesn't do pollution, which is good. It is going to move some people out, though. That is unfortunate. But who would want to live right next to there anyways? Do we even move these 2 buildings out? I mean, I guess it's not terrible. But what do we do over here zoning-wise? I think we would want another... So is that actually a 2x2? So like, can we get another 2x2 in here of the same type, hopefully? And then we could even have like a pedestrian path here or there. Ooh, in fact, we've got room. Where are those? Over here? Weren't we going to do a quick service check and then get out of here? We were. So much for that plan. Okay, so now we got a little sidewalk through there. This is not zoned, so that's actually kind of nice spacing there. We could even do the same thing here. Just to give people more reasons to walk around. Okay, we've got this watered. Our biggest demand is more office, technically. Do we do a big block of skyscrapers? Or do we just kind of stick to our theme here? We've only got wall to wall and green cities. That's all we've got so far. So I think I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with the look. What do? We district, right? It's easier. If you got names for district ideas, hit me up in the comments. Okay. All right. Ooh, that's a sloppy one, but now we can increase our size and just things that are better on PC, or certainly on with keyboard and mouse. I did not like how the controls translated, though. They don't give you enough ability to change it for keyboard and mouse on console. So, quick bit of office wall to wall. And what do we have? I mean, we've got lots of demand for office. So maybe all the interior space will be office. And then we can do commercial in the rest. I gotta remember to stamp the commercial wall to wall. We do that before I forget. Okay, 3 times speed. You do have a garbage service point. It just wasn't recognized yet. Is this in its own area? Did I make its own area? What is this? What is this complaining about? Oh, you are required to have a cargo service point? Okay, what? Okay, I mean, I get... You have road access. Get the cargo that you need directly. That's stupid. Okay, so... Is it deep enough to break the building, too? That's... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, we'll just do it that way, right? Isn't that... No, I want a little bit of room there. So there's no pedestrian pathway through there anymore, but... Is this thing gonna stop complaining? Okay. Excellent. Alright. Quick service check, come on. We're gonna get through this. We gotta get out of here. We got to. This episode's too long. There's no edits. It's ridiculous. Electricity. Water, we're pretty good for a little bit. Fire safety. Woo! Stay tuned. Crime rate, we've got decent jail coverage with, what do we have? Do we have 2 of the new big buildings? That one. And that one? Yes, 2 of the new... the new DLC. The plazas and promenades. I was going to say parks and plazas. Healthcare coverage. We're pretty good. We checked that before. Oh, death care coverage. No complaints there. I mean, because they can't, am I right? Child care coverage. Right kind of smack in the middle of our residence, as you can see. As close as we could on that. It's a little bit wide, probably. And then elder care, same thing. So, our residential area, well covered. Elementary is good. High school is decent. Right? Why are those people not... Is that where they most recently moved in? University. We're golden. And then we have no public library coverage. That's something that we should look at kind of in this central area. Can you put the library on the... As long as there's a service point, technically, right? So where are libraries? Is it, wait, is it here? This is it. Public library. Yeah, is it, oh, does it just fit? And then do we leave, what do we overwrite here? Like, let's do that. While we're paused. Pedestrian paths. Just do this for now. We can always decorate a little bit better later. Is that... I mean, that's fine. It'd be better if it just let me... Like, why is that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, like, see where the building outline is? It's like right there on the pavement. Right at the edge of the pavement. That's where I put this sidewalk. There's a little gap there. Okay. But over here, when I try and do that, look where the building is. The building includes all that extra space on this side. That is a mistake with the public library. 100% guaranteed. Please consider fixing that. Maybe we can cram some trees in between. But no, we can't. We can't put any trees on that side, so... Do we have one little commercial building move in there? That constantly gets abandoned and complains that it can't get service? So here, now we've got public library coverage. Stop complaining, okay? It doesn't cover a lot, huh? You need a lot of libraries. Get well read. 9% unemployment. That is problematic. We do have residential demand for the first time in a while. Hopefully those people are getting jobs at some of the new businesses that are building in over here. Looks like our demand is pretty flat there, so we should be good for a bit there and only have residential demand as a result. We could even cram some more people in here, but I wanted to maybe free up a couple spots for parks. But maybe that's not a luxury we can afford on such a small island. Happiness. We'll work on that. We got to move people out to make them happy, unfortunately, to get other parks and stuff. But maybe we get people moved in off of here, and then we get some of the key monuments, like the Eden project, that'll increase our land value everywhere. Yeah, speaking of increasing land value, not that it matters once we get Eden, but it would be nice to have a couple parks or things happening out there. We do have the one sports arena that is not turned on right now. I think we can afford it now. But yeah, I had this kind of built in. Plenty of walking and some commercial space around it. Got the station here. I got to dial in the other side. The good news is this is not wall to wall, so these don't go up as fast next to one another. We should be good. Look at all the pedestrians. Look at all that ped traffic. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, high cargo traffic over there. We'll keep working on that. We'll see what happens to our budget here. On off. Okay. Levels wise, I think we're pretty good. Look at how dark. It's like, that's not even green. Like that's weird. Okay. Residential levels very high. Everything else pretty good. I mean, we're good. And there is no industry in this city. What are we importing? Lots of stuff because we don't have any industry. And exports wise, 0. 332 compared to the 3,000 that we're importing. No transport yet. We got a couple stations, a couple things. What is this? That's just a hospital that I've highlighted. I was like, why is that in the green? We have one station. I gutted everything else. So got to build that network for sure. Traffic wise though, we're still at 89%. We're only 23,000, 24,000 people. So it will get worse. No road maintenance. Road condition is fine. It's normal. Red makes you think bad when you're looking at traffic. But that's where things are slowing down, and it's not even that bad. It's fine. They'll survive. It's just barely starting to back up onto the highway, which we still need to improve, and we will. But pretty good. Pretty good overall. Power problems. Easy enough to fix because we were cutting that budget a little close. We'll just bump it up to 70 so that we don't have to worry about it. That'll fix itself. Yeah, so garbage-wise, we're good in the processing. That is where we're polluting, but for now, it's not too widespread. We'll probably work on the casino island next. I'll definitely have to finish this and smooth that out. But our idea is starting to take shape. If you remember from the very first episode, kind of had this futuristic green city, really built to be sustainable, and it just so happened that I happen to know that there was a pedestrian-focused DLC coming very soon. I may have had some advanced knowledge on that you may have been aware of. So yeah, that's what this was all about. That pollution does not look pretty, but that will eventually dissipate with Eden Project and moving these services off to the surrounding areas and providing some service-only highways. There's a ton to do, and most of it will be recorded. Questions, comments, let me know down below. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. And certainly if you stayed tuned this long, because I'm pretty sure it was like an hour today. I went really long, but there was lots of catching up to do. If you watched it in parts or if you watched it at once, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video. Stay tuned for streams, usually Wednesdays, Saturdays at 8-ish, 9-ish, whenever. Playing some games, some random stuff, but I'll be posting videos too. Got to get some work done on this one, and got to get back to all the other cities, and got to remember to record it. And when I do, it'll be here. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, move the mouse, signing off.